So I wonder if that can apply to Nigeria. Well, I don't hope it does, because what that means is that your local currency just keeps losing value. I know Ladi will be happy with that, but I would not have it in Nigeria, Ladi. How can I pay you salaries in dollars in Nigeria? That's
No,
not fair.
no. It can't work. You know,
No, I mean,
at
and
this point.
Zimbabwe has been talking about the valuation of their money and how they've changed their currency, how many
Since
times
Zig
they moved
and
the
all of that,
zeros and
right?
all of that. Why do you now come and agree
It just shows
to
you.
pay your salary in dollars?
It just shows you that currency can be a big headache.
It is a big
we've
headache,
seen that
but
play out with most African countries.
I mean,
At this point, we're all struggling.
Are you
with
losing your
currencies.
independence to the United States? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
do?
so just you know what? Let's all just get our salaries in our currencies. You know, at this point.
Let's
Yeah.
work on making our currency valuable.
Exactly.
And then we can comfortably get
And
paid.
it's this simple. Export more. Let's just export more.
Yeah, we were talking about agric export the other
Exactly.
time. I hope
Let's
we
stop
can.
being lazy.
I hope. Ladi, I don't know about the laziness.
Let's export more, as a continent and as a country. Anyway, let's see what's playing out in the crypto market. At this time, we're seeing a lot of volatility. It continues at this point, $98,025. That's what Bitcoin's holding out. It's still a little far away from the previous high of about $109,000. But we're seeing on the flip side, Ethereum's not looking bad, 1.19% up at the time of taking these numbers. XRP, that's struggling, 1.99%. Let's look at the headlines in the market now. We see gold recently reached an all-time high, surpassing about $2,820 per ounce. We know Bitcoin is seen as digital gold, but we're seeing, regular gold, doing really well. But digital gold still trading below $100,000. All right, let's look at XRP. They had a network downtime. That's the XRP ledger, about 1 hour XRP ledger downtime. That caused market jitters, with lingering concerns about, network stability, while the Ripple CTO, David Schwartz, confirmed the network has been stabilized. The technical damage on the price of the charts, that was evident there with XRP, dropping about 8%. Now we see Shiba Inu, they're securing a government blockchain integration. That's in the UAE. They announced this strategic partnership with the United Arab Emirates, suggesting, blockchain integration at the federal level. But it's quite interesting. It's a meme coin, and I guess this government is taking this meme coin seriously. All right, let's talk to Olumide Additional now, financial market analyst. Hello, Olumide.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Good afternoon, Olumide. So we've seen gold, hit a new high, even though it's been bullish, for a while now. Bitcoin too. Some would, say that Bitcoin as well has been, quite bullish, but a little far from the last high. And we've heard all that talk about Bitcoin being, digital gold. But, gold always has that safe haven appeal. But it seems Bitcoin doesn't have that.
Yeah, I think the verdict has been drawn on which asset has much better store value capability during the political uncertainty, and gold clearly is the winner. That's pretty much because institutional investors really find appetite, including central banks find increased appetite, and you could see that at that point gold broke the 2,800 resistance line. Unfortunately for Bitcoin, having hit 109,000, market pundits were expecting that a Bitcoin strategic reserve information would definitely bring the bulls rolling again. But we've seen that has not been the case. In fact, after the disastrous sell-off on Monday, we see that Bitcoin had been unable to maintain the 100,000 support level 3 times. So, Ladi, while you could argue that on the long term, Bitcoin has better returns, is much more easy to store, it's growing appeal among institutional investors, has high appeal among young people. It seems that traditional finance really has the win here in terms of which assets to hold during trade tariff issues.
But how do stable coins, come in here? Because, when you have a stable coin, it's less volatile, doesn't go up, doesn't go down, stays quite stable, pegged to the US dollar. Is that the safe havenness we're looking at in the crypto segment?
It also has an even capability. In fact, if you look at the fact that increased geopolitical uncertainty, particularly Monday morning, you could see that the dollar was hovering above the dollar index was hovering above the 108 index point. That pretty tells you that investors were also keeping their funds in the US dollar. Stable coin, fortunately, most of them are backed with the US dollar. So probably you see that they also have that functionality. But the difference between stable coins and gold is that you see gold has that institutional value. Central banks really transact with stable coins. Central banks see gold, the yellow metal, as a good edge against inflation and the dollar's unreliability. So it's really a point of how you look at it from different windows, but stablecoin definitely has a pie in terms of even asset fundamentality.
Right, and I guess that coincides with that announcement I got yesterday with the CNGN. I believe that was launched, yesterday. That's a Naira pegged stable coin. What are you hearing about that?
Yeah, I think it's interesting to see the space expanding. Definitely we're looking at the fact that the industry is really expanding. Don't forget that USDT made $13 billion in 2024. I think that has gotten the eye of traditional finance that, wow, that's a money minting sector in the financial economy. So, unsurprisingly, you see different products coming in the staple coin market. Well, the jury has already been set. I don't see a dent on USDT in the long term, except we see what is happening in Mika, where many of these coins are delisted. So Circle has that advantage in Europe. But the odds are still on the hands of USDT because most people transact with the US dollar. And if you look at how the USDT has been evolved over the years, it's really very hard for you to discard them.
Right. I guess the appeal for CNG, and I guess you can use that for cross-border payments and also payments within. I'm guessing that should happen really fast. But let's talk about XRP Army now. How are they holding up with that downtime with the XRP ledger?
Yeah, the downtime really was, like we said, it happened for just 1 hour. And the good thing about the system was that it corrected itself. But that disruption really caused a little bit panic because if you know the functionality behind XRP Ledger, a lot of banks, including those in Japan, the ones in Europe, really are already considering XRP Ledger as a strong alternative to the Swift network. So that coming wasn't too good. But like they say, Ladi, things don't happen absolutely except on the blockchain. So it's really something that investors had little to worry about. XRP is staying afloat to 2.5 support level. It has done pretty much 200%, even amid market correction in the last 3 months. So I think it's a big winner in the Trump presidency.
Yeah, quite an interesting, development that we've seen for XRP. For the longest time, 2023, 2024 was trading about 50, 60 cents. It was trading like a stable coin for most of that time. But I guess the Trump presidency was a plus, for XRP. Well, thank you so much, Olumide Adesina, financial market analyst. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. CNGN is out now trading on some of the licensed exchanges in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's very interesting, and I think the more interesting part of that is it does seem like regulation, acceptability from the government and the authorities is coming in.
Oh, yes.
And that of course will give more investors the confidence to go into that space.
And it's moving really fast in Nigeria.
Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't look like our AfriGold. Remember our AfriGold card?
Oh, yes. We had the Naira.
I hope it's not like that. All right, so that's it on the program. Thank you so much for being a part of Business Incorporated today. It's not over for the week. We have another one tomorrow and then the next day. So, but don't forget, you can always go to our YouTube channels for Business Morning, for Business Incorporated, and then you would see it. I'll see you tonight for the stock market report.